in the big Bilge Tank.
We'll keep you in the know
In the big Bilge Tank.
We'll fix your techie woes.
And we'll break things and we'll make things till we're all together raking, and
We'll
we'll
raise a cup of grog down in the big Bilge Tank. In the big Bilge Tank. Come and join our pirate crew in the big Bilge Tank.
We will show you what to do.
And we'll hack it till we crack it.
and we'll tell the world about it and forget to tidy up.
That's why it's now a Bilge Tank.
Hello and welcome to episode 044 of the Bilge Tank. And today is a very special day because we have our very first teardown.
We have our very first teardown. Yep.
Oh yeah.
This innocent-looking gun-stroke barcode scanner is going to receive a good defixing.
Oh, that looks great on camera. Pew, 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 pew. Brilliant. This is we've just put these in the shop. They are 2D and 3D barcode scanners. So barcodes come in all number of guises. So we've got better cameras for this, surely.
Yeah.
This scanner won't scan all of these, but it's a really good sample sheet of the kind of code you
Has
can
it got a tiny little camera in that does the 2D ones?
We're going to tear it down. Find out. That's the point, Phil.
This is every barcode off the Wikipedia barcode page.
It is pretty cool, though. They're amazing, aren't they? There's a lot of similar ones, but stuff
I
that
like
you
the
never
colourful
see.
ones because they look really trendy.
Yeah, it's got the high-density colour one, which never really caught on.
Try that one.
No way.
That's a funny one, isn't it?
It's a bit weird.
Yeah.
But this one here, the one with the big blocks, if you want to show that one close up.
What is that?
It's the railway network, isn't it?
Yeah, this is apparently only ever seen on American railway carriages, and unsurprisingly does not scan because it's just really obscure.
Weird numbers and text and everything
Yeah,
in
there's
it.
all sorts of things. It's like on the side of cars, isn't it? Railway cars,
Yeah.
which is pretty cool. There's
Going
all
through the
sorts of
station,
stuff
it
here.
goes
There's like
beep,
circular barcodes.
Yeah, short
obviously the 2D barcodes, which you often hear called QR codes or data matrix.
Yeah.
There you go, blip, blip, blip. And the nice thing is that barcodes, there's like multiple encoding schemes, so they don't just hold numbers. You can store text in there, you can store URLs, you can store, it tends to be small amounts of data, but really useful. We're looking at migrating some of our systems here to use barcodes that can embed text so that we can kind of track things without having to then look back at a log to reference what that thing was.
Yeah. So at the
Embed
moment,
the
we
data.
kind of, if you look on when you get your parcel from Pimoroni, there is a little barcode on there which we use, which is just your order number, and we scan that in to say it's been put in a bag for shipping, and that's when you get your shipping email and maybe your tracking number if you've paid for tracking. Royal Mail are going to move to 2D barcodes, which means they will have some level of tracking for all things that they send eventually, which is just like a really huge IT project. And so we need a 2D barcode scanner because we only have a 1D barcode scanner at the moment, and we found this one from China and it was so good and so relatively cheap that we decided to start selling it because we're going to use a lot of barcode scanners.
Yes.
The
we
downside
use,
was the lack of documentation, wasn't it?
it wasn't too bad. We managed to get hold of it, and I think we'll reformat it to make it a bit more useful. We use Raspberry Pis in our order processing, so we have like little Raspberry Pi stations with a touch screen, and you just blip stuff, and it kind of brings up the details and lets you progress the order to the next stage. And we're looking to expand that out at the moment. So at the moment we have like one station for UPS, one for normal mail, and we're probably going to bump that up so you've got kind of like 4 or 5 stations for each thing, each with their own barcode. Yeah, but the nice thing about encoding the data in there is that you can encode things like the address. So when you come to scan it and we reference the address in our systems, if the user's requested an address change, we can tell that the address on the label doesn't match. So we can instantly say you need to reprint this label and away you go. So there's lots of like little tweaks that improve our systems here.
It's just, ever since November last year, things have been getting real busy around here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So we're upping our game with more barcode scanners.
This is all very nice, but let's take it apart.
Okay.
Don't turn it
Oh,
on.
and are we giving one away today?
We're going to give one away.
Take it apart.
Beautiful barcode scanner.
There will be barcode-related shenanigans later when you can win one of these fine units.
I'm going to unplug it because
Yes, please.
sensible.
That'd be super.
Right. So what do we need to do this?
Well, first, maybe we should explain this contraption here. This is a really nice kind of inspection microscope. We use these in the production line. We use them for... Sandy uses them for photos for the blog posts and things. And they're kind of, they're bought from China and they're not cheap. I think they're like a couple of $100 each, but the quality is pretty incredible. So we just bung something in there.
What
Let's have a look at
what
unicorn
was
hat.
that?
There we go.
Oh,
Unicorn
there we
hat
go.
pixel.
Okay. I'm just
Oh yeah.
Oh, wow. We should have this as
so
a
you can
regular
get really,
fixture.
really close in. They're great for doing inspection of boards or
Look at
looking
that.
for board faults. And I think we have looked at stocking these in the shop, and we may well do actually.
Yeah,
They
it's
are
just
very
that
Closest you can get with that, even if you.
No, I can go lower than that.
they're not an impulse
See how close-
purchase. That's the thing.
No.
But they are just amazing.
Well,
If it's the thing you need, it's the thing you need. Oh,
Oh,
now
you
try and
got
find
to-
a pixel somewhere.
Oh,
There we go. Oh, that's the die. Let's get that in
oh yeah.
focus.
Oh, that's incredible.
So that's the actual die inside the WS2812.
We're kind of
LED.
straining to see it on the screen underneath the camera in front of us.
And if we knock the table, it all
That's the
goes.
closest we can get.
Oh,
Oh my word, you can
wow.
see tracks.
You can literally see the tracks on the die.
incredible. You nudge
is.
it ever so slightly.
If you just touch it, it's going to go flying.
Oh,
Okay.
oh yeah.
I mean, the gold bond wires look like AWG22 or something there, don't they? They look like 3 amp cable. That's really
They're
cool.
like
Thinner
much
than
thinner
hair.
than human hair, aren't they?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Tell you what.
Those are the actual LED dies. I don't want your... Oh.
It's
No point in having a beautiful
I'm just
golden
going to cover
beard.
my coffee
gold
cup.
bond wire.
There we go.
When you want the hair to fall out, they never do. But when you don't, they're like blooming
Yeah.
everywhere.
What are you doing? You got like a hair straightening.
Okay.
Well, in my iFixit kit, I have,
Tiny
like,
iFixit hair thread.
I have tweezers.
Oh, brilliant. Okay.
Extreme.
There we go. It's all,
I really
it's all
don't...
surgical now.
Oh.
Where is that hair? Where is it? We might even have to come out a little bit, I think, to locate
To even see the human hair.
There
Oh,
it is.
there it is.
Massive great big
Look at
human
it.
hair
Trunk.
Oh, my word.
versus super skinny little bond wire at the back.
Oh.
I mean, to be fair, it is closer.
It is, but even so, you can tell.
There.
Anyway, they're really
Thinner
cool.
than
It's all HDMI out as well. So these cameras just give you a raw HDMI out feed. They also let you capture shots onto a micro SD card. Very nice piece of kit.
Is that it?
Is what it? It's not zoomed in. It's not focused, man. Focus.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, ooh.
Ooh. Oh.
My hair looks beautiful. That thing to the left is not my hair. The big thing is my hair.
Very reddish tint, isn't it?
Yeah, it looks actually almost purple.
It's probably the effect of the lighting ring.
You and your
The
purple hair.
illumination.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Wow.
It's an incredible tool. The first time you play with one of these, especially if you hook it up to a big monitor,
a lot of
you
fun.
just spend basically the rest of the day looking at things.
Just looking at things.
I think we really grossed out Connor when he started looking at his own fingernails, and we couldn't get him away from it.
Well,
Looking at
you
the
look at a barcode
cuticles.
really close and then try and scan it
Have a
off
look
the
at the
screen.
prints. That look kind of cool.
So this is printed on an Epson
Well,
inkjet
we've got that
printer.
actually scans.
And
This is really high quality print. Oh, that's going to be bright.
Where is it?
it's like one of the ones that nominally 5,760 dots per inch. And you
Will
can
we see
individual
the
droplets.
printer kind of ident code that it prints in a
The yellow
pattern at
dots?
top? The yellow dot pattern. Do you think?
Possibly not.
I don't know.
Oh, there you go. Look.
Oh yeah,
Can
maybe.
you see
Yeah.
the random
I
yellow
think there
dots
is.
that should not be there?
Yeah.
That's basically the printer identifying itself on the sheet of paper. So your printer prints virtually invisible yellow dots over everything
Yeah.
that include the date it was printed, the model name,
Serial
manufacturer,
number of the
all
printer
sorts
and
of
everything.
stuff like that.
What's
So
this?
basically,
It's like
people
a little.
can look at your printouts and figure out.
So that's the barcode on the edge of 35mm film.
Oh, that's not why it looks like a negative.
Yeah, because it's just on the bottom edge of it,
Where?
Down here.
over the
Am I going
sprockets.
the wrong way? I'm going the wrong way.
That's it.
Things reversed.
Sprocket holes around there. There you
There you
go.
go. Nice little barcode.
Yeah.
Cute.
Clever.
Okay, let's take stuff apart. That's kind of cool. Barcodes are
Well,
Okay.
pretty awesome.
Can we get the close-up camera in the other half? So,
Yeah.
what do we need first, Phil? What do we need to do?
crosshead, smallish.
So show on the close-up.
Yeah.
Smallish crosshead.
Smallish crosshead.
Well, I am here using the
This is
iFixit.
troll build. Oh, I don't know if I can get any.
The iFixit Mega
like
Take
it.
Things Apart kit.
Yeah, to show it.
Out of the way.
So you need some kind of star thing for the bottom, do you?
Yeah, there's a star in the bottom and it's a
Skip
6-point
Let's
So
do
that is a TR9,
Try that.
TR9.
Torx 9.
Dogs 9. Oh, it's very pointy and very weird. Oh.
Got to do it on
Absolutely
camera,
on the money.
Good fit.
Oh.
Just undo it, Phil. It's fine. Just undo it.
There we go.
Beautiful. I think they've used a screwdriver before.
Phil. Not a Torx though.
Check that out. Oh, these iFixit kits are lovely.
Shell.
That's a nice little screw, actually.
Oh, come on.
What's wrong? That's all right.
Let's get to the next step because we're not going to be able to get that.
Oh, it's
out.
just it's like a flat flex connector, isn't it?
We want to break it though. We don't want to kill it.
No, it is.
Does it unplug? You pull
Apparently,
the-
I don't know if it applies to the UK, but I was reading up about warranty void stickers or warranty void of remove stickers that are apparently not legal. There was an act in America that was passed that a long time ago, in fact, that said you can't deny.
Well, that might just be in
right
America.
To open their
Obviously.
that might just be in America.
Are they just Phillips up there then?
Yep.
Yeah, you got a standard Phillips.
They're my screws.
Standard Phillips.
Probably better off with a flathead, to be honest. You usually are. I don't
Okay.
understand what it is with crosshead screws, but screwdrivers are evil.
Where's my other bit? Where's my bit?
Oh, slightly smaller, I
Dig my
think.
stapler. Where are you digging my stapler?
My bits.
You don't have my stapler.
Not allowed to lose these. I always lose them.
About a millimetre shy of that, maybe? Maybe
Shorter.
A little skinnier.
shorter.
Yeah.
It's nice and skinny. To me, to you. Oh.
So yeah, it's there's nothing inherently. If you're taking it apart, there's nothing inherently that should break the unit.
Not just opening the case, no. I mean,
No.
that flat flex is
Even
soldered
smaller.
directly onto the.
It's smaller.
You got to
onto
have the right
cable
tool
thing,
for the
so-
job.
I think often it's a case of when you take things apart, you need to take them apart in the right order, and that's not always obvious initially.
No.
But in the UK, at least, if in the first 6 months something goes wrong, then it's up to the manufacturer or the retailer to
You
prove
can never
that it
quite
wasn't
tell
their fault.
if it's in the screw or if it's jammed down the side of it. Oh yeah.
You got it?
No, I never have.
You got the torque screw.
This is why
Oh,
people
Penn
edit
State
this
people.
bit out. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, there we go.
There we go.
Yeah, we should probably take this quite far out.
It's a
now,
thing of
actually.
beauty and joy forever. Beautiful. Got it.
So yeah, first 6 months of you getting something in the UK or the EU, it's up to the manufacturer usually to prove that it wasn't their fault. So normally we're pretty good about this, but normally if something comes back to us singed around say GPIO pins, then we kind of maybe say, yeah, what did you do to this? But it's very
Have we got
rare.
our Pi Zero? Because while we're on camera and
It's
while
right
we've
here.
got a Pi Zero, we can show this little problem that I realised recently when I was soldering a Pi Zero, and I think this is why some people get Pi Zeros and then they mysteriously stop working.
Oh, you're talking about this, weren't you?
If you look here, that
That
test
test
pad
pad.
is ground and the pin next to it is 3 volts. So if those two pins bridge across, which is really easy to do because they're basically next door neighbours, then your Pi Zero will stop booting. But there'll be
Microscope.
nothing physically wrong with it. You break that bridge
Probably has
again,
too
the
much
other end.
zoom, I think.
Break that bridge again, and you'll be perfectly fine.
There.
Here we go. Look at the
Test pad
distance
8.
between it. So yeah,
So when you're soldering your GPIO header on your Pi Zero,
be
watch
very
out for
careful.
That
for
is
test
real
pad.
close.
It's very close.
Oh no, it's not that one. That's the easy one.
That's-
This is the bad one.
Oh, there you go.
Whoa.
Look,
that's
it's so close. There's
ridiculous.
not even any resist in between them. I think.
That's
Looking
yeah,
at it.
and that
Oh, those resist. Yeah, just okay,
makes it a
cool.
little trickier. Oh, finally got that little blighter out.
Nailed it. Good job, Bill. And while we're here, this is far too close to look at that zero LiPo, isn't it?
Wind it up.
You can't go any further.
Oh, I think I
Won't
unplugged
focus.
that bit.
It's at the extent of its focusability.
Lenses then, can't you, for it?
You
Different
can.
optics.
Yeah.
Pay no attention to the man destroying a thing.
What are you doing, Bill?
Oh, cheeky. Is that? Is it? Is that?
I'm going to show off Pi Zero LiPo while we're at it. We've got production of Zero LiPo boards.
If anyone's planning to fit a Pi Zero inside this, there's a fair amount of space inside the handle, but I don't know if it's enough.
So this is the super slim Pi
And there's a
Zero
little
and
stick
other
on top.
Pi's power supply. Just gives you a nice little JST connector for your LiPo.
Yeah.
Which
Do you
we
show off
have.
the one on the Pi 3 as well?
Yeah. It's up to 1.5 amps, so it's fine for powering pretty much any
nice
Pi
and black.
in almost any format. But it just shims in really nicely around the DSI connector as well, so you can still install a hat on top of that, and yeah, super.
Sweet.
I'm going to need a crosshead, Paul.
You're going to need a
What have you
crosshead.
done?
Small crosshead?
Quite a large one.
Quite a large one.
Angled a bit, have I?
Okay, so what's happening there?
Curvation.
Can we talk people through this?
But basically, there's a little plastic sticker on the top,
Yeah, show it off in the close-up.
hiding a little screw.
This is the tricks they pull.
There we go. That's how they get you. A little
Yeah.
plastic sticker. Mysterious Heidi screw. So that should be alright.
Okay. This is the last screw.
The
Then
last
we're there.
screw. This is why people don't do live teardowns.
No, we do all the time. Though you get to edit afterwards, though. Don't
Oh
we?
yeah.
We're just two live crew.
We don't believe in that.
I like how
Editing
BigClive.com does it. He'll basically start doing something that might take a length of time, and then he'll sort of fumble about for a bit, and then go, "Oh, I'll just pause it," because he films everything on his iPad, which is pretty impressive.
On an iPad.
Yeah,
Wow.
I believe he does.
So, what do we have here? Yeah, we like Big Clive.
More crazy electrical stuff from China that will kill you if you look at it
Yeah.
funny.
Okay.
Okay, I think this is the moment of truth. Now
Let's bring them
we'll
close up.
see.
Full screen.
Whoa, full screen.
Full screen close up. F2.
Maybe.
See if I can get my hand out. Close twice, like focus.
There you go.
Okay. This is the figuring out how to remove this part step.
Do you need spudgers
It was
yet?
definitely loose at the front, wasn't it?
It
Oh, it's
is.
clicked down again. It was loose at the front, for sure.
Spudger!
Pretty loose at the front.
Spudge away.
Oh,
Oh,
no, it's,
hey.
it's done.
See,
I'll save the
spudger.
reveal.
Just by magically being next to it.
Ta-da! that's a lot.
That's
So we're actually
underwhelming.
looking at the backside of the. Guess. No, we're going to have to get more
I
stuff
think
out and
PCB
find out.
Yeah, there's. I think that is an ambient light sensor, you know, through the top.
Is it at the top?
Yeah,
Oh,
open
yeah.
those two, just so that they
So
can
why do you
normalise
say-
brightness
Hey,
or
what?
something. Yeah, we're talking about that window.
Alright,
Yeah.
that's the LED.
Oh, just to show
Is
you
it just
it's
the-
on or off. Oh, boring.
Because you have the beeper and you have the LED,
Mhm.
and using the Chinese manual, you can turn those on and off for a good scan. Because sometimes it can get a bit annoying when.
What kind of LEDs are these then? 'Cause they're sticking backwards through the PCB. I mean, you're looking down
be a
on
light guide or
the
something.
top of the. Oh, it could well be. Yeah, you're looking down
Oh,
at the
look.
top of the PCB there, and the LEDs are sticking through.
Mm.
They always use light pipes in things. So disappointing.
Felton Isimo is asking if there will be a zero LiPo that has a charger built in, and there will be, but not this one. So
No.
we are working on it.
Mm.
One day. Well, this should just lift out now. There we go.
Oh, that's pretty
So
tidy.
I accidentally pulled that out,
Yeah, the
but that
FPC.
just seems to be. Oh, that's clever.
Yeah.
Very clever. It's just a friction fit. So that there. When I pull everything apart, is just a friction fit into that socket there. So that when you do unscrew the bottom first, you just pull it and it just pulls out. There's no,
Yep.
no retaining clip or anything there, which is interesting. I wonder how you, as a manufacturer, actually do the fit to
Hmm.
get the thing in.
Well, they might have
There you go,
some
there's
sort
a
of
board.
tool for that.
We'll just try and take the front piece off as well. We'll need a
So-
smaller crosshead.
There's
Yeah,
a
it's
PA
the
in there,
lens
isn't there?
assembly, There is a PA there.
Something
It's all
for
far
doing
too
the
big, though.
beeps.
I think you have to stick with the close-up camera for this.
So where's the button then? Oh, there it is. Okay, so the lever mechanism kind of sits in there and it
Oh, yeah.
angles upwards so that it presses the button on the underside or the top side, I suppose, of the PCB. So that little lever in there. And there's also a big chunk of metal which seems to be in there just for giving it the right feel in your hand.
Some heft.
Right, yeah. It really is. I mean, look at that.
Well-
nothing else that's in there for. It's just
Yeah.
there for the heft.
Yeah.
And you get that in a lot of things. I mean, we pulled the Carno keyboard apart, and
Yeah.
it's a nice keyboard. It's got the heft to it, and when you open it up, you find these two kind of metal blocks either side that just give it the right weight and just make it feel okay. Of course, in a lot of modern electronics these days, people are trying to take the heft out of it.
For
Well,
the Japanese market.
Cute.
Yeah.
Get rid of the heft.
That is the thing. Japan cell phones were meant to feel light and small,
Yeah.
but over here they were meant to feel quality by being heavy. Cultural
Made them out
norms
of metal,
changing
that solved that
everything.
problem.
Right, there's a really small wee one.
Have we got a wee one?
You want a wee one?
wee small.
I'm going to see if I can remove this kind of chunk of stuff in here. Using inappropriate tools. There we go. We use the
Stop
pen.
inappropriate tooling.
See these pens? Spirit level, ruler, ballpoint, stylus, and a screwdriver at the top. They're just
Technically,
amazing.
we could hardwire this so it leaves the barcode scanner always on and isn't triggered. And then you just
Yeah,
hold
like the one we have
barcodes in front of
downstairs.
it,
It just
Yeah.
stays on.
There's a barcode for it.
You can.
yeah. There's a barcode that turns it always on.
Yeah, well,
that's genius.
It'll time out after some period, won't it? But
I'm
it
not
stays
sure
on
this
for a
one
long
will.
time.
You could, of course, just tape down the handle. So this is another friction fit ribbon cable. I could just get that. I'm pretty sure I can just go. Yeah. If I can get the hand-eye coordination thing right. I'm a little
That's
bit
just the ribbon that's connecting the kind of laser
Yeah,
head
so you
assembly
pop it
stuff
out
to the rest of the
it
board.
comes.
Yeah,
I love the fact it's got a little port on the side of the. Hold on.
that's the piezo. That's the
Little port
essentially
on the,
the
side to
amp.
let the sound out. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's kind of got a sounding box as well.
yeah.
So
See,
how's it gone
spudgers. Always spudgers.
here? Laser. Well, there's more screws yet to come, but I don't know if this will lift off the front or not.
You're right, Phil. These are undermount LEDs. In fact, they're just
they?
like the ones we looked at for Explorer Hat Pro.
Oh, very
Going through to the other
nice.
side, they're quite cute.
They're quite big though, aren't they? But they're quite
Yeah.
cute.
There doesn't actually appear to be a great deal on this board apart from the sounder and the switch and the LED indicators.
Okay.
So I don't. There's nothing really interesting on this at all.
So is it all on the camera board?
It's
On
all
here
on there.
it's like
the,
a
the
little-
controllers on there and everything else.
Yeah, you can see it on the back and the what's that? Windbond.
Wimbond that's probably an EEPROM. I think they tend to make memory, don't they? Let's get the close up.
That would be sensible. There's
Oh,
a
yeah,
ferrite
that's us.
there.
Let's have a look at that board, Phil.
Let's try and get it in. Let's get it in sideways.
Yeah, I think that Wimbond must be an EEPROM. And then there's obviously some sort of microcontroller or ARM chip, maybe. Super LED.
Should we try on the tablet? Can we look it up?
We can have a look.
Super
Yeah.
LED. Yeah. Well, let me turn it around so I can actually read it.
C101.
Oh, look at that. That's a really nice black board, that actually.
It is, isn't it? Yeah.
It's
Right.
intensely
Do you want to
black.
try 2609 M0022?
All those tiny, tiny little caps down the side and resistors. All neatly arranged. Some slightly big caps. There's the inductor there. Oh, I haven't got a pointing device. That's the inductor on the side there. Is that a presumably some kind of
Let's move
regulator?
again so we can see the part number. 610 AEFA.
Point your cameras at the screen now, and there's a crystal down there as well.
See if somebody in chat actually.
Yeah, that's surprisingly out on a limb for a crystal.
Well, it's fine, really.
So,
There's nobody in chat corrected us yet.
I can't see chat at the same time.
super LED.
No, I can't find anything. I mean, it might just be some really
We
kind
are
of like
stumped.
no-name brand for.
It could just be a rebadged kind of general purpose chip. I can't see what the designation on the crystal is, but that would give us some idea of what style of chip it is based on the frequency.
Almost
that at
certainly going to
all?
be some sort of ARM processor, isn't it?
Can you read that?
We think so. So this camera is about 900 pixels
Get it under
by
the,
600 pixels.
Microscope.
So it's it's fairly chunky.
And probably one bit. Yeah, because these are it only supports black and white barcodes, doesn't it? So it's probably
So
one
far,
bit.
yeah. So
So is this the optics bit? Where's the optics then?
Yeah, the camera's in there. That's a very bright LED. And that is
yeah, so it's very similar setup to the Pi camera, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
with a
Nice little
lens
camera module on there.
Fan out. Interesting. Oh, look at the little narrow aperture in there.
Yeah, that's to create the kind of laser spread, isn't it?
Very
The-
clever.
the stripe.
Very nice.
And then a little lens on the front.
That was not smart.
What's
Yeah.
that?
What did you do?
I just broke my tweezers.
Oh.
Fine.
You weren't using them for a screwdriver, were you?
I might have been using them inappropriately.
Oh, there's a screwdriver right here.
No, what I need is some good pliers, which is the only thing they don't have in here. Well, I know my negative.
Oh, they don't have tweezers anymore either.
Oh, I have other tweezers. Well, hang on. No, I might just have.
Surprisingly, this is a USB connection on here, right?
It is.
Yes.
Yeah, it's USB.
So why are there so many pins on this little fella here? And what is inside here?
I think this socket is basically an RJ45 socket.
Whoa! What did you do?
This is the
Oh, whoa!
this is the sensor basically on the board. So it's
Okay.
kind of looking down
That's
the whole of
art.
the sensor. But you can't really see a great deal. See if we can smudge the top off that. Can you see underneath?
Spudge it?
Oh, it just pops out.
Whoa.
Oh, nice. This is
Okay.
Oh, wow.
a really fine pitch connector for the image sensor, if I can find it. So,
Oh, you're right,
we
John.
need to get the other camera, the one that's got the lower zoom level.
There's no physical way of unplugging it once it's plugged in, but
I think there's a paperclip kind of release mechanism.
There certainly is.
Oh, there
you've
you
got
go.
a pointy thing.
There's the connector.
Use this pointy thing. Okay.
So that's just a connector.
That is just basically
Oh, look
a
at that.
connector that the camera module
Magic.
sits in. That is crazy.
There we go.
Oh, you got it. There you go. Job.
So now we're completely separate from our casing. We could put the whole thing back together again and run it. Except that I've forgotten
Hey.
which connector is which. Okay. I'm guessing it's this one.
Sorry, we're all spudging now.
Everybody's spudging.
I'm still trying to move this. Remove this
Everybody's
button.
spudging.
Activator. Actuator.
I want to get to the image sensor. Oh, there it is.
I've done it!
Slide it off then.
Of course I pried it off.
Oh.
This is the CCD
Oh, wow.
So that's
from inside the...
that is pretty
How close
majestic.
can you get?
We'll go right in, let's see.
I love the neon green around the outside.
It's the effect of this lighting ring, isn't it? That's
It's a thing of beauty.
doing it.
Wow.
That's all
Wrong way
green.
here.
Oh, toxic green.
Now I'm going to try and move it.
Gently, gently. Oh, wow.
Look at all the dust on that.
That's probably from me cracking the case open. Now you can see like a big scar down at the bottom as well.
Oh.
You literally ripped the top of the plastic off there.
Yep.
Yeah, you can see the kind of iridescence of the sensor itself.
This will never work again.
Well,
Do they do replacement parts?
all of it.
Yeah. One replacement, please.
Yeah, we need to get a super microscope to be able to see the.
A super scope.
You try and see individual elements.
Yeah, to see what you can see really. It's pretty cool though.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
You can tell we don't do enough teardowns. We're just amazed by everything.
It's just when you see things on a
So
completely different
cool.
scale, isn't it? And it's kind of,
Everything's cool.
Is that an unpopulated cap as well?
unless I tore it off, which is
You could have
Possible.
unpopulated it, yeah, by the looks
yeah.
of
There's
it.
a couple on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
They must be, yeah, they're like 0201s or something.
They're very, very small.
Wow.
It's
Crazy.
pretty cool a module. I wonder how much a sensor module like that costs.
Let's see what happens if I plug it back in.
What are you doing, Phil? Ooh, bad things.
Obviously, it's got no camera sensor anymore, but
No. Phil just now has a laser.
it's very dispersed, that laser diode. Obviously, very bright too. Presumably, I can plug this back in.
What, while it's live?
Which way up does it go?
That's a very good question. I'm going to say I have no idea. Without the lens assembly, it's not going to work at all anyway, because it
True.
won't. The optics won't be focused. But
True. I am
it's kind of cool. It's very basic though. There's not a lot in there.
Yep. I got the button out.
Well done. So
And the front came off.
it's nicely put together though. Really feels really robust. It's actually
Yeah.
quite hard to take it apart.
It's like the glue on the front kind of protection is actually nice and things.
Mm.
It's just melted into position. Yeah.
Is that a normal sound for it to make, or is that a help you've dissected me and removed my brain sound?
I think it's
fairly
normal.
normal. Yeah, it is. It is quite chirpy.
Whoa.
Oh,
Yeah.
it turns those on permanently when the sensor isn't connected, which is interesting.
Okay.
So now the sensor's already connected. We could connect it up to something to give it a thing,
Right.
an aperture. I'll make it whole again. Poor thing. Was this glued on?
It was something like that. Who knows? Who knows?
Right.
I am now blind as well. From there we go.
Yeah. Impromptu
Still read
laser
the
eye surgery.
barcode? Just giving myself laser eye surgery. Drat. Damn. There goes.
It appears to be not working at all anymore.
Why? Why?
There's no light or anything.
I'm unplugging it. Question to win yourself. The barcode scanner is, what's the name of the code, which is 2 numbers, this number of number that is used to encode text in barcodes commonly?
Answer that in the YouTube chats, and you could end up with a working barcode scanner
Yeah, you won't get this one.
that we haven't taken apart.
Unless you want spares.
It's kind of cool though. I always like these things because they're made in like the millions, and they just optimise them right down
Yeah.
to the absolute bare minimum. But it tends to make them very robust.
Even a tiny
Like-
piece of tape that holds the so that part of the lens assembly is just taped onto the back part of the lens assembly, which is weird. So yeah, like you say, they're optimised down to the nth degree. So this is possibly part of 2 separate products, and they just stick the appropriate front bit on. Wow, that's janky. Oh, there's a little rubber seal as well.
Do we have an answer yet?
We don't know.
Do we have an answer?
Oh, there we go. Leo.
Leo gets
Yeah.
it.
That's a name we've seen before. Well done, Leo. If you drop your details to paul@pimaroni.com, we shall send you your brand new 2D barcode scanner.
Brandon Professor wants to know what the code on the WinBond chip is. Sorry, Phil.
You'll probably have to rewind the video.
It's alright, I can put it under the microscope.
Microscope.
That might be a bit too close. Oh, the WinBond chip, right?
Yeah. It's not the easiest to read under this lighting.
Give
1523 by the look of it.
Yeah, give it a bit of rotation.
A bit of rotation.
Yeah,
The old
like hit it in
rotation.
a different way.
Oh, there you go.
25Q 32F VSIG. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a 32 kilobit EEPROM.
250 qubits.
Kilobits. It's there somewhere. Yeah, we definitely need to swap this out for the lower magnification one.
Yep.
That'd make it much easier.
So looking at it, there's a Pi Zero with a 0 LiPo on, and
Oh, it
Yeah.
fits in the handle. Nice.
fits in the handle quite nicely.
Oh, we've got to try that.
And there's a LiPo.
Presumably you can
Yeah.
tap into the... Oh, here we go, look. Only actually 4 of the wires are used, so that's just regular
So-
USB.
Give that a bit of the old.
Means you can solder straight onto that, presumably for the later
tap some
connections.
power off for the Pi Zero or whatever.
Yeah.
Give that a bit of the close up down the handle, just so.
Down the handle. Oh, that's a tight fit, but it is a fit.
Yeah.
Sweet.
So project, yeah.
Wi-Fi barcode scanner or something. That's that.
Yeah,
Not
get
sure
the
you-
Wi-Fi in a bit.
You wouldn't have got the Wi-Fi dongle in there,
Oh,
fella.
you wouldn't get a USB hub in there either, would you?
Not really. But you've got the. I mean, you could connect the USB straight to the Pi Zero, connect the Pi Zero to the lines that are in here, so that Pi Zero takes the data from the barcode scanner and then uses like USB serial back or something. USB on the go. There's some options.
That'd be
Definitely
pretty good.
possible.
Yep.
Anywho,
I can't.
Right.
do you want to have a quick look at Microdot Fat before we
Yeah.
finish up today, Phil?
So, 0 LiPo is going to go on the shop any time now, isn't it?
Yeah, it might be today, might be tomorrow, but it's basically ready. They're assembling a big batch of them right now. So.
Screwdriver a bit sharp. It's like a better nail.
Turn the lights
I am Locutus of Dork.
Oh yeah.
That lulls me. So, and the other one is Microdot Fat has come in for production panels. And this is using the
So
1970s vintage 5x7 dot matrix characters.
This one will be
On top of the
interesting
fat.
to get under the microscope. Actually,
Yeah, should we do it?
people
Oh,
have a
John's-
look at the.
John, shut it down.
If you shut it down. People have a look at the tiny, tiny, crazy holes in the crazy, crazy, tiny routing.
Can we do it? Can we do it, John?
Yeah.
Tiny, crazy, tiny.
Oh, it's on.
Lights
No,
on.
it's fine.
I've just turned the light down.
Oh, wow.
The problem is this microscope is way, way more zoomed in than you'd think.
It's all zoomed in.
It is all the same. There you go.
Okay,
That's about
yeah.
as good as we can get it.
Can you wheel it up?
I love the
I
texture.
can't. That's basically it.
So this is interesting because now you can see how our silk is put together as well.
Yeah.
Oh, not quite so well as light, but so each dot is not like in a standard raster or vector graphic. You'd get a circle. Well, in standard vector graphic, you get a circle by having the definition of a circle that says this is a circle that's in this position and it's this big. So when you go and cut that out of a sheet of whatever it is you use to expose or to silkscreen silk, you get a perfect circle. But because of the way we import bitmaps into Eagle, they're kind of imported as scan lines, as pixels.
But they're rasterized, aren't they?
Yeah,
it's
they're
basically a
rasterized,
bitmap.
and then-
So that's a 600 DPI bitmap, which we then throw at Regworm, and they kind of go, "Oh my word, what did they do?"
What did they do?
So what you're
Tell
seeing is
mad
basically
people.
dots that were at one point circles in Adobe Illustrator and then became kind of pixel art in
So-
effect.
Brandon asks, "Will they come populated with the LED displays?" No, they shall not. We will sell them alongside. You have to solder them yourself and the header. So it's going to be one heck of a soldering project if you're doing 6.
It's the same as all the other fats, isn't it, basically?
They come in red and green as well. We're just waiting for the stock of those to arrive before this can go on sale. Now, on the back, it will have the chips soldered, which Phil is now showing off landings for around about now.
Oh,
There's one.
There we go.
Coordination. Bam.
So it's like a
That is
QFP,
a matrix
It's a
drive
QFN,
chip.
that, yeah.
QFN.
Those little things underneath are vias, basically, those tiny, tiny, tiny holes, which I can't point to because my finger is huge! They're tiny holes that are basically bonding that pad through to the ground plane on the other side of the board.
Hmm.
Oh, it's very, very crisp and nice there. And then you can see the massive signal buses that are heading off to each individual pixel or each individual anode and cathode of the LED. Crazy, where is that even going? It's so disorientated.
This was routing fun for you, wasn't it, Phil?
It really was. I eventually completely reworked it and then copied in, pasted it 3 times, and Eagle seemed to not mind that actually. Copy and
So
paste
here you can
does
see on the
work.
GPIO header, the actual drill holes are not quite in the centre of the circle pad, which is normal. There is a kind of margin of error for this.
Well, basically, the way the PCB is made is it's layers of process, and,
Yeah.
any sort of registration offset in those layers can cause issues.
Mhm.
So, and sometimes we will have to reject panels because the registration is not quite good enough. But
Yeah,
generally, there will be a very small amount of variation.
yeah.
But you're working with very small feetures, so
Yeah.
it has to
You
be pretty
reject the edges
precise.
of
The
set.
microscope makes it look much worse than it really is.
Way, way worse. So these traces are 8,000ths of an inch wide.
Hates thou.
Eight
Eight
thou.
thou.
Well, people don't know what thou. I suppose people will know what thou are. Well, we use the word mil, which is also thousandths, isn't it, of an
Yeah.
inch,
Yeah.
because it's easier to say than thousandths.
There's
of
the
an
I2C address.
and they're also 8,000ths of an inch apart. So they are pretty densely packed.
Nice.
That's awesome stuff.
Cool.
So that's going to be good for clocks. You can kind of show an IP address using crazy apps.
Mm-hmm.
Scrolling
For
messages.
the last few digits.
Yeah.
This is scrolling messages retro style.
Sine waves looked really good on it. It was generally, yeah.
Yeah, there's some cool stuff you can do with this. We've done.
Spudge.
Yeah, displays in. I reckon
Stupid stickers now
they should be
stuck there.
available next week
Really
sometime.
irritating.
Yeah. Oh, I know what we forgot to barcode scan. Forgot to barcode scan the bottom of the Pi 3 because they all have a serial number on them,
Do they?
don't they?
Well, we can get it back
Yeah,
up and running.
Oh yeah, they do.
If you look on the close-up cam,
It's not going to happen,
Yeah.
but yeah.
That's what you say. I will make it better. Beep, beep, beep.
And this would be something to do with their
How small is
quality
it? Oh.
process or whatever at the
Hey,
factory.
without the lens on, we could just put the sensor right up against it. It's probably not.
Hmm. Yes. So barcodes are everywhere. Use them. Empower yourself
For
with barcodes.
encoding your bars.
yeah.
Right. I think that's everything we've got for today.
Nothing else. Yeah, the lipos, they're still in the shop and people are buying them in the UK and Europe. And we're sending them out by people who want Royal Mail because they do not like batteries.
DPD.
DPD.
DPD only for lipos. So
Yeah.
if you want lipos, you have to choose DPD. But apart from that, they're there.
It's all good.
Yeah.
Thank you for tuning in while we kind of like walked around this side stuff going, what's that do? Where's that? What's that number mean? Why can't we find it online?
All right.
But yeah, we've got to start somewhere.
Absolutely. Don't forget to subscribe.
Like
And comment.
and beep incomprehensibly.
See you later.
See you later.
Bye.